Hey, I'm excited to present the live trigger effects template for Ableton Push. This is a collection of 64 momentary effects and 8 custom encoder effects for your productions and live performance. You can integrate it very easily in any project, existing or new one. You can quantize FX triggering. You can record your effect sequences. You can also launch scenes from the scene launch while in the effects mode. Been added a visual metronome with a Max4 Live companion device that shows you all the current active effects. So you have a visual metronome in the scene launch buttons with different animation mode, compatible with the Push 1, 2, and 3, including the Push 3 standalone mode. You can use it with Ableton Suite 11 or 12 or newer, but if you don't have the Push, you can also use it with any MIDI controller, including MIDI keyboards and other generic controllers. So let's check out the Push Live Trigger Effects template. First, let's check out the effects. We have 4 different quadrants. The blue one is stutterers, glitch, and auto pans. We have some modulation effects. The orange one are filters and EQs. Green ones, reverb, delays, and pitch effects. And the red ones are distortion and saturation. Okay, so after you loaded up the Push Live Trigger effects, you can save it as a template. And there are 3 ways to use this template. First, we can just use it as its own project, so I can double click on the template and load it up as its own project. I can then go and load, let's say just a beat. Let's load a beat here. Drag it to a new track. Route this new track to our master effects route here. Then we can focus on our trigger effects and we're good to go. Let me go and launch the first scene. Now, the next way of using it is to using it inside an existing project. So let me load the project. In this project, I can go under templates and just drag in my Push Live Trigger effects. And then route whatever track I want to be affected by the live push effects. I'm going to do all of them. Let's open them up and route them to the master effects route here. I can fold them back up. Focus on the trigger effects, and we're good to go. And the last situation is where we're in the session view, ready to play live. Here I have just a simple project with 3 scenes, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to drag the Push Live Trigger effects. I'm going to drag it in the beginning of my session, just so it's easy to access through the track selection buttons. I'm then going to take all the tracks. In this case, I'm going to take all of them besides this lead sound, route them to my master effects, and focus on the master effects. Nice. Now, if you're using Ableton Live 12, you can also launch the scenes from the scenes launch button. So I'm going to launch the first one. Nice. Now you can also record your triggering of effects. Here I have just a break. I routed it to the master effects, and it's important to note, let's route it back to the main, that when you route it to the master effects, it's going to be slightly quieter because we have some gain stage in here that you can change if you want on the master effects track. Let's go back to the trigger. So if I want to record my sequencing of effects, I'm going to use the fixed length. Let's click and hold. Let's do 2 bars for now. Turn it on. It's blinking. And I'm going to record. Or you can even capture. Let's capture. And I recorded it. Let's launch the next scene. Or let's go here and stop it. And that's how we can record our trigger effects. Now, we can also quantize the triggering of effects and, of course, also our recording if we want. And we can use a third-party M4L device, which is free, called MIDI Quantize Push. I'm going to put it right before the MIDI hub. Change it to an 8th note or whatever you want. The project does need to run, so I'm going to hit spacebar. And now, also the triggering of effects is quantized. Okay, now you might have noticed we have this companion M4L device. This will show the last held effect. Even if you have multiple effects and releasing it will show the held one. You can also have the settings menu here. This will only appear in Ableton Live 12. Here we can change the top scene launch in the session view. Let's switch to the session. And right now the top scene launch is number 1. And everything after it. But I can change that, let's say number 5, so now the top scene launch will launch number 5, and every other scene after that. We also have this scene animation, you can change that. That will act as a visual metronome. And you have different types of animations. Again, this settings menu will only appear in Ableton Live 12. Now you can click open to open up a pop-up window. This will automatically float, so it will stay on top, so you can see what effects you're using live. Now if you also want to use the encoders as effects, you can go under the master effects track. Here we have a dedicated Baduda's filters audio effect track. Right click, lock to push 3, go back to your trigger effects. Now you can use the trigger effects and these custom encoders. These are smart filters, so each macro controls many different effects in all sorts of ways. Don't forget to turn them off back to 0, so they're turned off. Now you can use this template with any controller, even a MIDI keyboard, set them up the same way. But if you have a controller with LED feedback, you could go into the Push Live Trigger Effects folder, go into the LED feedback MIDI clips, and load your dedicated controller. We'll add more and more controllers in the list. Let's drag it into an empty MIDI track. Send this to our MIDI controller. In my case is channel 3. Launch it. And now we get also the LED feedback, just like we would on the push. I hope you like this template, enjoy it, have fun, create, perform live, and find endless combinations. I'll catch you next time.